This initiative will be important for the police and communities to increase transparency, providing information about what occurs during those interactions. So it's, I think, a positive initiative that could help build trust and transparency between the police and the Indigenous communities we serve.
Royal Canadian Mounted Police across Canada will soon be equipped with one of these, a body-worn camera. Announced in 2020, the program aims to have them on 90% of officers by November 2025. Mounties will be required to turn them on anytime they respond to a call and unable to edit the videos after the fact.
Far too often, we find with Indigenous communities that it is typically the word of police officers and authorities that are granted the status of truth, which eventually in some cases has been overturned or successfully challenged by eyewitness testimony that refutes the word of the police officers.
Indigenous Professor Veldon Coburn notes Canada saw 9 Indigenous people killed in interactions with police over a 1-month span this year. Some interactions were with RCMP, others with local police. Coburn is optimistic but has questions on how and when footage goes public.
I think this might be a step in the right direction, but I'm hopeful to see when and how the RCMP would release their data in terms of the recording for public scrutiny.
Transparency in the Canadian context in relation to body-worn cameras is almost zero. They will not be transparent in Canada. The reason for that is federal privacy legislation that is very strict, that prohibits police from releasing body-worn camera footage to the public.
The RCMP say footage will be available to the courts, attorneys, and the people in them, but not released unless it's in the public interest. Chris Schneider has written books on the intersection of police and technology and says Canada can't expect this to be a silver bullet.
Sometimes police force goes down, as do civilian complaints. This is, of course, good and what we all want. Other times, there is no statistical significance between officers with cameras and without cameras. And oddly, there is some research that shows that police force increases with the presence of body-worn cameras.
In Ottawa, Shaoli Lee, City News.